All right, we're gonna go ahead and start with your warm up today. Um, Again, just go back through your notes reviewing this stuff. I'm gonna set a timer for 5 minutes and then we're gonna move on to the rest of your notes. All right, your 5 minutes is up, so I hope that you use that time wisely to go back through your notes and answer these questions, and listen to me awkwardly wait while this 5 minute timer ran out. All right, jumping in, go ahead and go to your notes. So again, all we have left to do today is going to be on the Mexican Revolution, okay? Which again, we could get into a lot of background information. The big thing that I want you to get out of it is again kind of what the U.S. involvement is going to be. All right, so when we're looking at the Mexican Revolution, what's going to happen is there is going to be a revolution. They're overthrowing the leader, and we see this civil war break out for power. So we see kind of the Spanish Mexican mixed people versus indigenous Mexican people. We see an internal conflict with that, and several people are going to kind of rise up to take over leadership. The U.S. is going to get involved. So, again, thinking about location, Mexico is right next door. Okay, so similar when we talked about kind of our interest in Cuba, we want to make sure that we have similar beliefs to the leader of Mexico. Okay, so the Mexican president, who was a dictator at this point, so again, we use the term president a little bit loosely as far as that. The dictatorship ends. Again, several people from several different political groups are going to rise up to take control of Mexico. Again, we'll see this conflict go on for a little bit, and then the United States is going to get involved so we can kind of back the guy that we agree with the most. Okay, most definitely do not have to write these, but these top three guys, Zapata, Carranza, and Pancho Villa, they're going to be kind of the main three players throughout the Mexican Revolution. We are going to end up backing up Carranza, and he's going to become the future president of Mexico. Okay, so again, this conflict kind of drags on. Literally, this civil war is going to last for over 10 years. So again, eventually the United States is going to step in with the goal of stabilizing Mexico, and then we're going to back our guy. So again, we supported, let me get back. We supported this guy right here with this cool mustache and beard combo. And we want him to become the leader of Mexico. Okay, our beliefs line up. We could see kind of potential working with him. No problems being next door neighbors. Okay, during this time period, okay, so again, remember going back in time and looking at all of these presidents, foreign policy. Okay, so Wilson's is going to be the moral diplomacy. So we had Roosevelt with the big stick diplomacy. We had Taft with the dollar diplomacy, and then Wilson's is going to be the moral diplomacy. Okay, so he actually takes a different stand regarding foreign policy than Roosevelt and Taft because he's going to be anti-imperialism. Okay, so we still see a little bit of a social Darwinist idea as we look at the cartoon because, again, he's educating these countries from Latin America. So we still see kind of that higher ground that the United States stands on, that we have to civilize these other places. But he doesn't think that it should be done through imperialism. Okay, so again, you see kind of the world power. So we've intervened kind of in the Pacific, and then this is where we have intervened in Latin America. Okay, so all of these are where some kind of conflict has taken place, whether it was through the Spanish American War, the Mexican Revolution. So you see that we're intervening in the Pacific and throughout all of Latin America. Okay, so again, think about us as that idea of the world police force. Okay, this cartoon, okay, it's also a very good tie into what we will talk about with World War One. Okay, so again, you see Uncle Sam playing cards. Okay, and it's versus Great Britain, and then you see all of the European powers in the background. Okay, instead of like chips or dice, they're playing with countries. Okay, so again, the big thing this cartoon goes to show is that the United States is stepping in as this world power and this imperial power. Okay, so he is able to hold his own and kind of compete with these European powers who are also imperializing. Okay, so that should be it for your notes. Again, if you have missed something, please message me or remind. I'll get you whatever you need. Just be patient with me. Okay, then we're going to switch over. The substitute is getting ready to pass out. So it'll be an American imperialism, world leader, or bully. Okay. So again, you're going to go through these events, which all of these are in your notes, okay? Read the instructions. You have to decide, okay, whether this event was the United States being a world leader, okay? They were promoting good. It was overall, for the best interest for everybody, or they being a bully, okay? Were they pushing smaller territories around and, kind of only doing what was in America's best interest, okay? So again, this is your opinion. You're just going to back it up with the explanation. Okay, so you probably will not necessarily have the same thing as whoever's sitting next to you. Not that you should know because you shouldn't be looking. Okay, one thing, and I'll kind of leave a note on the board for you. With the Foraker Act, okay, you need to replace that with the Mexican Revolution. Okay, with the dates, do as best as you can. You may use your phone to look them up. Again, just make sure that you're being productive. If you do not have a phone, you may use the textbook in the back. Okay, that should cover everything that you need. Okay, all right, make sure that you are behaving and message me and remind if you need anything.